So how I ended up working where I'm at right now is that my teacher, he posted it on, he was always posting like jobs at school, and I took a picture of it. I called, and I was going to go for parts, right? Be in the parts department, but I was telling them about, I'm going for mechanic. I'm gonna be a smog technician, and they told me, okay, you know what? The manager's looking for a mechanic right now. You should apply, but let's get you an interview. I'm like, all right. And then he comes back and he's like, you know what? He's busy right now. He's gonna call you in, like in 2 weeks or so. I'm like, right there for me, I was like, man, I ain't gonna get this job. Which was like, it's fine. I ain't tripping about it. God has something else for me. So it passed like a week. He calls me. He's like, yeah, let's do an interview for blah blah blah. I'm like, all right. So I go for the interview, right? And he tells me, okay. I told him I won't be available till December 17 because that's when I get off. So December 17 hits, and I was gonna call him, right, like 10 in the morning, and he calls me, right? He calls me just right away, and I'm like, oh, dang, And he's like, are you ready? I'm like, yes, sir. So he tells me how to apply and stuff. I went online, I applied, and thankfully and gratefully, I got this job where, I'm making good money. I got all my benefits. I'm learning a lot. Even though it's kind of be stressful some days, not because of the work, but because of the people and stuff, right? But I'm grateful for the opportunity that I got. I'm grateful for this. This is my first year being a mechanic, like entitled in a sense, mechanic. So I'm grateful for that. There's a lot of new things coming up next year. So this year I made $70K. $70K, man. I made $70K. Well, taking home in a sense like 45 because they took away like $15,000-$20,000 and stuff on taxes. I'm like, what? It's not fun. But I make $70K, which I'm grateful. Wow. Because the previous years, I was making like 20, like probably 38K a year, and taking home would be like 25, right? So it wasn't a lot of money and stuff, and yeah, it's pretty much. I make another 30.